There we go. Alright, I think we're live, and we are, because this is YouTube's receiving me, so that's always good. Hi everyone, I've got this little blanket around my neck right now, because I'm kind of cold. I might be getting sick, and also I stayed up all night, so that won't, that definitely does not help my chances with the not getting sick thing, but I still feel pretty good. So I'm just saying maybe I am getting sick because I keep staying up. But I'm going to try and fix my sleep schedule soon, so no need to worry. But that's okay. So, I mean, obviously we're here for a reason. It's because of the Smash Bros. Direct. That'll be happening in roughly 30 minutes. And so, I'll just kind of be talking about it before then. I just got a little something to eat. So, I'm all... Not really. I'm not full. Sorry, I'm also... Keep in mind, I'm going to be a little off during the stream, and it's because I'm tired, like, from having a broken sleep schedule. So, I am tired. Please forgive me. But I have a feeling that my reactions are either going to be really, really good because of that, because it might get my adrenaline going, or they might be a little more laid back, but, like, a little more critical. Because I've noticed when I react to things, when I get tired, I somehow become harder to please. So if that is the case, I apologize in advance. I already know that there's probably going to be some pretty cool stuff in this direct, no matter what, but I might act like a whiny little baby because I'm tired if I don't see one or two things that I like. So I'm going to apologize about my behavior just in case, but I'm just going to try and be self-aware and not act like that to begin with. I just can't guarantee that, because I know myself, and I know I might. So, I'm trying to tell you guys, I hope I don't. But if I do, I'm sorry. But yeah, like, there was a leak. I'm not even going to pretend and be like, oh wow, what a surprise. I had no idea that character was going to be in here when they do show the person. I'm not even going to say what it is here. I want to leave it for there, and then when it happens, I'll be like, that's the character, because it seems pretty much confirmed at this point. And honestly, I think I'm not going to say anything specific in case somebody might be watching here at this point, doesn't want the character spoiled based on what I'm going to say. I'm going to try and be very careful about what I'm saying. I'm not a huge fan of the series that character is from, only because I haven't really played it all that much. I know it has some catchy music, so I'm looking forward to that. And I think their character will be interesting considering the fact that the main weapon that they use is a weapon that no other Smash Bros. Character is known to use. And so I'm like, there's a lot of potential there. And also, like, seeing whatever their final Smash will be interesting, because it'll probably be something important from their games, but I don't know what. But I don't know, I just have a feeling it's gonna look cool, and I bet we're gonna get a really cool stage for them, like really cool. It's gonna have that, you know, that vibe, if you know what I'm saying, like that vibe, you know, like I'm trying to make a little, like a structure of sorts that might resemble something like Hogwarts, which is yeah, so I'm like, I feel like we'll get a cool stage that is the first half of the series name, like one of those. I'm trying to be cryptic intentionally, and nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about unless the people do know. But we'll see. I also apologize, my voice is a little raspy, but and my throat's kind of dry, but I have a solution. It's called agua. It's Espanol for water. So I'll be good. And if I need more water, I'll get more water, but we'll see. So yeah. So yet again, please forgive me for my little ridiculous, like, blanket around my neck, but it's just because I'm cold. So yeah. It's not a snicky. So we're just kind of chilling here until the direct. So I'm gonna try and make this partially entertaining somehow. So I guess I can just talk about what I think is going to happen. I'm also mainly streaming right now because I already know, like, if you're watching the VOD of this later, the video on demand, that's what VOD means. Skip like 30 minutes in, because I'm probably not going to say much of any substance, or maybe like 20 minutes. I'm not sure. Or maybe just don't, because I'm just going to kind of spew my thoughts about Smash Bros. Nintendo and what I think is going on with them this year and next year, to kind of fill in the gap in between now and the Direct. So, let's begin. Because I talk a lot when I'm tired, and I've come to find that out. So I'm just gonna talk. But Nintendo's been a little off this year, compared to last year at least. Last year was a huge year for them, like their best year in years. We got Super Mario Odyssey, which is a huge Mario game, like the biggest Mario game we've gotten in years. And it's right here on the screen. It looks wonderful, and I love it. It's one of my favorite Mario games. It's like in my top 3. And then we got Breath of the Wild, the biggest Zelda game in years, and we got Splatoon 2, and ARMS, and Mario Kart 8. Trying to look at my Switch lineup to remember what else they released. I know there was a bunch though, because I know I bought a lot of Switch games last year, regrettably, but also kind of not regrettably. And so I think it's really cool, just like how much they were able to develop the install base for that system in just a year. Like, I think it's really amazing what they accomplished. However, this year is not the same case at all whatsoever, in my personal opinion. I think this year's been really stagnant and really bad. This is more of that thing where it's saying, like, I might be a little critical when I'm tired, so prepare for that. But it's, yeah. But considering the fact that we've only had, actually, okay, this is a fun fact. And people, when they hear this, are going to be like, that's not true. As far as I'm aware, in terms of big game releases, like triple party Nintendo releases, we've technically only had one Nintendo game released this year, and it was a port. And so, like, that doesn't sound very good, does it? And what if I told you we're not going to have any other Nintendo games released this year? Ain't that interesting? So let me explain what I mean by that. Nintendo's technically only released one game this year. Nintendo themselves, as a development company, has only released one game this year. I could be wrong and I could be forgetting something, but I don't think I am. And that game is Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, which is a port of a Wii U game that was already developed, and it got very minor new content, including a couple new Mario Odyssey levels that were okay. The point is that's made in-house by Nintendo. The first Nintendo game we got this year, or Nintendo game, featuring a Nintendo character being Kirby, was actually developed by HAL Laboratory, not Nintendo. Nintendo didn't make Kirby Star Allies. Then, after March, we waited several months for the next big Nintendo release. June came around, and we got Mario Tennis Aces, also not developed by Nintendo. It's developed by a second party known as Camelot, which develops a lot of their sports games. So, not developed in-house by Nintendo. When you already kind of start to notice there's kind of gonna be a trend here. If you compare this to what happened last year, there's a very big difference. Because Mario is developed in-house by Nintendo. Zelda developed in-house by Nintendo. Splatoon developed in-house by Nintendo. Mario Kart developed in-house by Nintendo. So you kind of start to notice something here. Moving on, because there's more. Let me think. Yeah, so let's just think about the holiday lineup. We've got Labo, which I think is in-house. So, yeah, sure, maybe we could say Nintendo has 2 games this year. And technically only 1, since one's a port. Well, I guess we could count Labo this year as well, the other ones. So technically 3, which are... I wouldn't really consider Labo the same thing as, like, a new Mario, or, like, a new Animal Crossing, or Zelda, or something, you know. So I'm not even going to count them, because they aren't in the same breed. Nintendo knows that, because they market it way differently than everything else. They don't put them into regs. They don't do any of that. They know it's a separate product, so I'm going to treat it as a separate product. In terms of games, for people that are wanting to play games made by Nintendo, yeah, Captain Toad's it, as far as I'm aware. I could be forgetting something, and if I am, it must mean that it kind of underwhelmed me. Sorry. But this October, we are getting Mario Party, or Super Mario Party. I was going to call it Mario Party 11. Yeah, we're getting Super Mario Party, which is developed by another second-party company, which is called ND Cube, who makes all of Nintendo's party games. So you're kind of starting to notice a trend for this year. Last year we had a bunch of in-house developed Nintendo games. This year we have a bunch of second-party developed Nintendo games. Being HAL Laboratory, Camelot, ND Cube, and then it keeps going. It keeps going. Because then we get Pokemon. And Pokemon is technically not Nintendo either. Well, it's not Nintendo. There's no technically there. It's Game Freak and the Creature Company. And so, like, in that case, they are also a second party of Nintendo. 4 second parties. Oh, and then it gets better. It gets better because guess what? Nintendo's biggest release this year? Nintendo's biggest release this year, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, is also not developed by Nintendo. It's developed by Sakurai's own company, Sora, and Bandai Namco. What the heck? So we have the entire lineup this year is made out of second parties. And you could say, like, oh, what about Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze? That was another port. Wasn't that made in-house by Nintendo? No. That was also made by a second party, which was Retro. And they made that as a Wii U game. So this year, in my personal opinion, it's been a little on the down low. And the only reason why I'm okay with that, because it's clearly a transition year, and they just don't want to say it. And what a transition year is for Nintendo, after a big year like last year, is a year to just kind of, I don't know, put some space in between the big releases with some kind of not as big releases, but some really good stuff still in there. Like, we're getting a Smash Bros. Game this year. That's awesome. We're getting a new Pokemon this year, technically. That's awesome. And I say technically because it's a little different than your usual Pokemon gig. But it's still Pokemon. Like, it looks fun. I think it looks fun. I mean, other people think differently, but that's okay. I like Mario Party games, so I'm honestly really excited about Mario Party. And then next year, let's think about it. Early next year, the only reason I'm afraid of this trend is because of early next year. Because we know that we're getting Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is developed by Intelligent Systems, another second-party Nintendo company. And we're getting, what's the other one? Yoshi at some point, which I'm pretty sure is being developed by Good Feel, who also did Yoshi's Woolly World on the Wii U. Which I think would make sense, considering that it's basically the same game, and I hate Yoshi, and I think it's boring. Here's me being super critical again, but it's gonna happen, you're gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry. Or if you don't want to deal with it, go away. That's just how it's gonna be right now. I can't help it. Embrace it. Or don't. So, when you look at the lineup, all second-party games. Now, I'll say this. Just because a game is made by a second-party company isn't me saying that it's bad. I'm not saying that because these games are made by second-party companies that they're lesser than in-house developed by Nintendo games. That is not at all what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's a little curious that the teams that we know that develop games in-house at Nintendo aren't releasing anything this year. So it's very clear that they're having the second parties put in the work to cover for them. Because, I mean, literally this entire year's lineup and what we know of next year's early lineup is very centered around just second parties and third parties and indies. So I think that's pretty clear to say that next year things are going to change, or at least I hope. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be pretty pissed off, because this year at first pissed me off, but I realized that this year is necessary for whatever is great that we're going to get next year. Like, I feel like we're going to get something big next year that we don't know about, and people are going to love it, and we won't see it coming. And what I think is going to happen, personally, is I think we're going to get... Next year is going to be another big year like last year. Even if people don't think so yet, I think it will be. And I think we're going to start to see little bits and pieces of that in a direct, hopefully happening sometime this holiday season, or the fall. And I think that'll kind of start to show us like where Yoshi and Fire Emblem are going to fall and everything. And then hopefully we'll get some other little game announcements, which would be nice. And then I think we'll get another direct early next year that'll kind of start to set up maybe some of these bigger games that we're going to start hearing about that we haven't heard about. And then you always have to consider December 5th. Actually, it was December 5th last year. I don't know what day it is this year. Let's look it up. Let's see. Yeah, this year's 2018. What day are they doing it this year? I'm looking up when the Game Awards are. Oh wow, it comes out. That's something. So the Game Awards are December 7th this year. And Nintendo's known to show things at the Game Awards, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna see something from them there on December 7th. But at the same time, I don't want to ask too much of Nintendo, considering that's the same day that Smash Bros. Ultimate comes out. So if anything, they might just show a trailer for a new character in Smash Ultimate that we don't know about yet. Who knows? That would be cool. And if it's not that, I hope that we do see at least one of their big projects for next year. Because admittedly, while I understand what they're doing, and while the lineup for this holiday isn't terrible, I think once you get to December at that point, we're going to need to know at least a little something. Because, like, at that point, it's kind of going to get a little cruel if we don't know something to look forward to for next year. Because personally, I don't care at all about Yoshi. And Fire Emblem, I've never been a fan, but my friend who I'm trying to get on the stream hopefully soon is a huge fan of Fire Emblem. He wants me to try the new one. When it comes out, I'll probably pick it up, and I'll try it. And I'll see how I like it, but I'm going to be honest with how I like it. Like, if it's not sticking with me, it's not sticking with me. But who knows? It could be my favorite Switch game after I play it, but well, that's actually really unlikely. But it could be one of my favorite Switch games after I play it, but we don't know anything about it, really. So we're gonna have to wait a little more. But like, when I think about it, what else do we know is coming in 2019? A new Pokemon, again, and I'm like, not the biggest Pokemon fan either. So I'm a little like, okay, you gotta give me a little something else, because I'm like, last year really appealed to me. I felt like, as a Nintendo fan, getting a Mario and Zelda game was awesome, and being a huge fan of Splatoon now. Splatoon is my most played. Splatoon 2 is my most played Switch game. I think I have like 165 hours in it or something. And I want to play it more. I actually haven't played it in quite a while. But I just thought Splatoon 2 was great. And I played the Octo expansion actually recently, and that was really fun. Yeah, like I think last year was wonderful. This year's, it's okay. It's not a bad year. Like, when you compare it to like what we got in like the Wii U era, like, this is not a bad year. It's just a okay year. You know, it's not like, it's not good, it's not bad. It's in the middle. Yeah. I don't know. But next year, I think that's all going to change. And I brought up the point with some friends. I was like, hey, let's think about what Nintendo's released on the Switch so far. How many of their heavy hitters would they have released on the Switch so far by the beginning of 2019? They would have released Zelda, Mario, Smash Bros, and Pokemon. There are 4 best-selling franchises in the span of 2 years. And also considering the fact that Fire Emblem's getting up there as one of their best-selling franchises. Also, 5 of their best-selling franchises in 2 years. So I feel like I already know what Nintendo's going to be doing next year, and I'm putting my faith and trust into them. And now, while we don't know for sure, I'm going to try and put my faith in them, even if it's a little blind. I'm going to try and put my faith in them that they know what they're doing, and they just want us to wait. And I think that's what it is. Because I think next year is going to be the year where we see what the Switch is all about. And I've told people this already. Probably nobody watching this will have heard it, or will have heard me say it until now. But I think next year is going to be the please everybody year, where I think it's going to become very clear that Nintendo's philosophy with the Switch is to please everybody. I don't think they're saying, hey, we're only focusing on the casual audience, or hey, we're only focusing on gamers. I think next year is going to become explicitly clear that they want to focus on every type of Nintendo fan, of every Nintendo franchise. And I think that's going to show. Because, like, you can see it with the way that they've been changing up games. They've been going back and making Zelda more open like it used to be when it first was made. They're going back and making Mario more open like it was when it was first made. The 3D games, when they were first made with Sunshine and 64. You're seeing it all around. Like, there's change coming from in-house Nintendo-developed games. And they're consistently amazing. So I'm saying expect really great things to come next year from in-house developed Nintendo games. Specifically, we know of a couple games that should be launching next year coming from Nintendo, that, or at least hearing something from them that would be really sweet to hear about. And those, hopefully, like, there's nothing that confirms these. Well, there is one thing that confirms one of them. There's actually multiple things that confirms one of them, and it's been leaving me distraught year after year after year, and that's Pikmin 4. I don't even want Pikmin 4 to be called Pikmin 4. I want it to be called Pikmin something, because I think numbers start to get intimidating. So, and that's an in-house developed Nintendo game, right? That would be an in-house developed Nintendo game. Because that's how they make Pikmin games. They're in-house. They aren't a second-party company like Retro, Intelligent Systems, ND Cube, all the companies. But I'm saying, like, that would be an in-house developed Nintendo game, and it would make sense that the reason we aren't getting any in-house games this year is because they're going to save a lot of the in-house games for next year, including something maybe like Pikmin, or something maybe like another in-house developed Nintendo game like Animal Crossing, or another in-house developed Nintendo game like, I don't know, something. Honestly, we'll see. I don't know yet. But something's gonna happen. Sorry, I'm getting weird messages from YouTube. I guess they're having trouble with my stream, but it looks fine to me. Unfortunately, I don't have a chat or anything right now. There's nobody watching this live, so I can't really make sure, and I'm really sorry and I'm really tired, but it looks fine to me. So we're just gonna not trust YouTube like most people do, because that's smart. So let's find this Nintendo Direct, shall we? Because it would probably be smart if we found it. Here we are. You know what else I find interesting? That they haven't given us, like, a time amount for this Direct. Like, we don't know how long it's going to be. Which is, like, that's okay. We don't really need to know that, but I'm like, I'm expecting it to be 15 to 20 minutes. at least. And if it's anything less than that, I'll be a little, I mean, like, honestly, if they, like, I don't care how long it is as long as they actually announce enough stuff. I don't want to hear you guys talk. But we'll see. So let's go to Nintendo. I'm going to be watching it on Twitch this time. Mainly because, and I've been actually using Twitch a lot more lately, and the reason why is because it's only because of input, or delay. That's what I meant to say, not input. Like, I've noticed whenever I compare Twitch to, like, say, YouTube, Twitch always shows me what's happening first. And so if I ever am in a call, like, watching something cool with new announcements in it with a friend who's on Twitch, they always say what it is, like, a couple seconds before I get to see what it is. I'm like, dude, come on. And, like, I don't want to be the person who polices them, because it's really my fault to be using the service that has more delay. So I'm gonna start using Twitch a lot more for watching things like that, like E3 and the Game Awards and whatever else might announce something where it's like a couple seconds might make that difference of not having a surprise ruined for you that could make you really, really happy. So there's that. Oh, another game coming next year that's heavily rumored to the point that I personally think it's real, and I sure hope it is that Star Fox racing game that we've heard about coming from Retro. And I think that would be really awesome, personally, for me as a Star Fox fan. And I feel like that would breathe a lot of new life back into the series, as long as it still has that same charm that Star Fox games have. I'm really okay with whatever they do with Star Fox, because people saying, like, a racing game isn't Star Fox, I'm like, that's not completely true. Well, like, yeah, well, a racing game isn't Star Fox. I'd more so argue a racing game isn't Star Fox yet, because the Star Fox franchise is known for having a very in-depth identity crisis in between games, where like, Star Fox is never a consistent franchise. It's never like, oh, every game's the same. Like, they're always kind of the same, but, like, we got Star Fox Adventures, and that's nothing like 64 or anything like that. For anybody just joining, I'm just ranting about Nintendo because I didn't sleep and I talk a lot when I'm tired. So just so that the time goes by faster till the direct, I've been talking for a straight 22 minutes, and it actually felt like 4. So that made time go by really fast. I gotta talk more often, or not. I guess it's annoying. I don't know. I'm gonna drink water. But yeah, I'm gonna stop ranting about Nintendo's entire lineup and just focus on what's in front of me, which is the Direct, and what I think we're gonna hear about. So I already made a video where I discuss what I think we're gonna hear about, or what I hope to hear about. But I'll just say it here too, and add a little more to it in the 4 minutes I have, considering the video I made was 5, so that's even less time. But I'll say it fast. I think best case scenario, we get 3 new characters, 1 being a completely new character, 2 being echoes, or, I mean, super best case, 2 new characters, 1 echo. But I think we're more likely going to get 1 new character, 1 echo, and the leak has kind of already told us who that new character is, but I still think we're going to get an echo. So I'm not too concerned. And plus, like, for me, having already, like, seen all the stuff about how that character is probably going to be in the game, I'm not too disappointed with the fact that they got leaked, because I'm like, I personally don't care about their franchise that much, so the only pleasure I would get from it anyways would be, like, the character announcement trailer. So as long as they get a really cool character announcement trailer, I can't say a thing. So, I mean, that's what I'm here for that character. I don't want to say who the lead character is for those that don't know, but, like, that's what I'm here for. And whoever the other character is. Because, I mean, I say that like there is going to be one, but we don't know that, and I really hope there is. I'm, like, crossing my fingers that we get another, because that's what I want. Because, I mean, look at E3, we technically saw 3 new characters for the first time, because we saw the Inklings for the first time, so I'm hoping we see at least 2 here. Like, I feel like that's acceptable, considering the fact that they're probably not going to have another Smash Bros. Direct. Considering the consistency they've been having directs at, I don't think we're going to get another, like, I don't think we're going to get 2 more directs before Smash Bros. Comes out. I think we're only going to get, like, 1. And I feel like it's going to be a bigger Nintendo Direct somewhere in between September and December. And I feel like that's the last time we're going to see Smash Bros. Characters. So I really do believe that this is going to be a blowout of sorts. Mainly on single-player modes. I think we're going to see a lot, hopefully about an adventure mode. Please, an adventure mode. I really want an adventure mode. Since I'm tired, and I said this at the beginning, and I get really critical when I'm tired, and a little disappointed, if we don't see something regarding an adventure mode, I might be a little, especially if we don't get another character. Something else that would upset me is if we just see a lot of modes from, like, Smash Wii U. Because it's like, sure, that's cool, but, like, I just want to see, like, Smash Run. I don't care about Smash Tour at all. That mode wasn't great, and, like, I don't know. I mean, like, Master Orders, Crazy Orders, sure, bring that back. Change Classic Mode. Classic Mode was terrible in Wii U, and, like, on 3DS it was a little better, but, like, change Classic Mode. Hopefully we see Final Destination for the first time. The Direct is starting in 1 minute. I'm actually starting to get pretty hyped, but I'm also a little nervous, but I know whenever they show Smash Bros, I never get disappointed. So, if this is the first time, then dang. But here we go. It's starting with the character. Oh, wow. I wonder who it is. So terrible. This looks really good, though. But it's very clear this is the lead character. Very clear this is the lead character. Oh, that's awesome! Oh! I love how they did it with Luigi. This is also giving me hope for, like, a Luigi's Mansion 3. This is so cool. Oh dear. Oh dear. Luigi got murked. He's dead. Luigi's dead. Yeah, it's him. It's Simon Belmont from Castlevania. Yep. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Oh, look at him. Yeah, and this is the new castle stage. You know something I've noticed with a lot of the character announcement trailers is that people die in them a lot in these ones, in the Smash Ultimate ones. Like, Mario and Mega Man died in the last one, Luigi died in this one. I don't know. That just feels off from the previous ones. And here's the new stage. Awesome. That's so cool. Whoa. Back into the cinematic. Oh, this is awesome. Another character. Chrom? Chrom? Wait.
You don't belong in this world,
Who are you? Richter? Who is this? Is he also from Castlevania? Wait, what? How many Castlevania characters are there? Wait, what? Only 2. Is he an Echo? Or is he a skin? No, don't. Poor Luigi.
Hello.
Oh, his eyes are a little red. He said in his tweet, like, my eyes might be a little red.
Super Smash Bros.
Sorry.
Without further ado,
I feel bad.
the legendary vampire hunter from the Castlevania series, Simon Belmont, is finally joining the roster.
Okay.
He's been given a bit of a makeover. His signature item is, of course, his holy whip, the far-flinging vampire killer. It leaves you open to attack, and it's a bit slow, but I think its average reach during normal attacks is longer than any other fighters.
Yeah.
He can move the whip freely. His special attacks are very recognizable. The axe.
Whoa.
Cross. Holy water. And uppercut.
Oh, he just did a straight up uppercut. Cool.
While they may seem simple, they are very powerful.
Awesome.
And his final smash is called Grand Cross.
Whoa. Whoa.
Simon's stage is none other than Dracula's castle. It's the
I'll be
darkest
really
of stages
disappointed
in
if
Super
this
Smash
is
Bros.
all they
Ultimate.
talk about. Like if they're like,
When an attack
oh,
hits one of the candlesticks,
just-
an item will appear.
it's just Simon Belmont,
In
and
this
us
stage,
talking
bosses
extensively
from across
about
the Castlevania series
everything
will rear
that
their ugly
is related
heads.
to him.
They make
you know?
Dracula's castle feel true
I don't
to the
think
world
they do
from
that.
whence they came.
If they do, I'd be really upset. What was
And
that?
when
What was
speaking of
the-
Castlevania, you can't forget to mention the music.
Simon
For this
Belmont's
stage,
theme,
we will
yes!
incorporate 34 music tracks,
Wow!
including new and classic tunes.
Did
The
they say for
Castlevania
each
series
stage?
is very popular among our music team, and they were excited to work on these arrangements.
Wow.
Once in a blue moon, Simon's immortal rival will appear. Dracula. Reborn every 100 years, he is eternally fated to wage war against descendants of the Belmont clan.
This looks cool.
Under what conditions will he appear? Time will tell. Now, for a
That
brand
sounds
new assist
suspicious.
trophy.
Oh, Alucard.
Alucard, son of Dracula, will lend his steel in battle. He wields the Chrysogrim, transforms into a bat, and dodges attacks by assuming mist form.
Okay, what was
He's
up with
very
Richter?
similar to his starring role in
Is he-
Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Like other assist trophies, he's susceptible to
Is he
attack
like an
and
alternate
KO as
skin
well.
for Simon, or is he an
Nevertheless,
echo
he'll
for
prove to be
Simon?
quite challenging. And we have one more fighter for you.
And one more fighter, so that's Richter.
The vampire hunter who starred in classics like Castlevania Rondo of Blood, Richter Belmont, joins the battle.
Interesting.
Richter is an echo fighter based on Simon.
Yeah, he's an
Though his
echo.
strengths are the same, his look, voice, and animations all set him apart. Besides, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate version of Simon can perform moves derived from Richter in his
Now I
original
hope we
games,
get
so
three
it's hard
characters,
to say who's really echoing
or
who.
I'm gonna be
I hope you'll
upset.
enjoy them both.
I just don't care
Farewell.
about Castlevania.
I'd like to introduce two more Echo Fighters from completely different series while we're on the topic.
He's a madman!
Please take a look.
Two more? Isabel. Wait, no. Crump! 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 Woo! They finally did it! We got Crump! Oh, yes! This is a blowout! Holy crap, 4 characters! At least 4 characters. That's awesome! Okay, I'm already not disappointed with this direct. As soon as he said, here's 2 more Echo Fighters from completely separate franchises, I was like, oh, that was so relieving. So I'm assuming he's just an echo of Marth. Dark Samus, I knew it! I knew it! Awesome! Oh, now that was fun! That looks really fun! I like how they have a different default pose. Oh. Oh, this is awesome! This direct is awesome! Cool.
Chrom and Dark Samus join the battle. You may have seen this coming. Both fighters
Yeah,
have
we
been
kinda
highly
did.
requested. They're each slightly
The
different
music
from the
already
fighters
sounds
they're based
different.
on, so pick whoever you enjoy most.
It sounds like they've already like
As you
developed
can
the main
see,
theme a little
depending
more.
on your settings, you can either display all Echo fighters separately on the fighter select screen or stack them with the fighters they're
Oh,
based on.
that's smart.
When stacked, you can switch between them with the press of a button.
Oh, the theme already sounds
This
so
time,
much
we
better.
plan to reveal the design of every fighter before the game launches. We'll have a few more to announce later, so stay tuned.
Oh wow, they're gonna announce every fighter before launch.
For stages, we're mainly
is that what he
including
did in
returning
Fly?
favorites.
Any of them are returning.
Allow me to
favorites. Living
introduce
room,
some
Tower
of the
plane,
stages we
okay.
haven't shown before.
Figure 8, Flat Zone X, cool. Oh, is this the original Pokemon Stadium? Yeah! Wow! That's awesome. Garden of Hope from Pikmin 3. Thank you. Always one that I love. What else do we have? Brinstar Depths! I love that stage! Because it was so weird! I'm actually really happy they put that in there. I was just thinking about that a couple days ago. Summit? Okay, I never liked that one, but okay, cool. On the fish, that's why I didn't like it. Unova Pokemon League. Cool. Magikarp. Awesome. Oh, Gamer. That was a fun stage in Wii U. Oh! Oh! They just casually showed Final Destination! And it looks really cool! New York City. Awesome, and it is kind of a traveling stage. I like that.
We put a lot of effort
They did it.
into
They
enhancing
brought
the
back Fountain of
stages
Dreams.
and rebalancing them as
Oh,
well.
it's my favorite stage ever. They brought back Fountain of Dreams.
That said, for stages that originally appeared in the
I'm
Nintendo
sorry,
64,
that's awesome.
we prioritized
They just
the stage
casually showed
intentionally
Fountain of
giving it a classic
Dreams.
look.
Oh my
The
goodness.
stage total is turning out to be
That's
pretty
my
impressive.
favorite stage in Smash
Let's compare it
Bros.
to the totals in previous games.
Oh, dude, they're gonna.
Now the total number of stages is, voila, 103. We must be crazy.
You
If
are.
we exclude Battlefield, Final Destination, and Big Battlefield, we'd have exactly 100. But take a look at the stage select screen. Every stage can also be transformed into both Battlefield and Omega forms, so the total number of
Holy.
stages is actually more than 300. All of these stages can be played in 8-player
All
battles,
stages are available
and
for 8-player
they are
battles.
all
this time.
available from the beginning. Additionally, you have the option to turn off stage hazards. When you're looking for a change of pace and don't want to be interrupted by hazards, select this option for a less chaotic
Best Smash
experience.
Bros. game ever.
Also, the order of the stages
least in
matches the
terms
order
of
in which they were
multiplayer.
introduced in the series, just like the fighters.
That's really cool.
Regarding stages, we have a little surprise. Please take a look.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, is this a stage we haven't seen yet?
Check that out. While
New
playing,
mode?
the stage can transform around you. But first, you must select the stage morph option.
Ooh.
Then, you can
dang.
pick 2 stages on the stage select menu.
That's. I like that.
Feel free to choose any stages you like and have fun.
That's really cool. Because, like, one minute you could be in Isle Delfino, and then you could be, like, there. Oh, that Paper Mario stage! Oh, they made Corneria Star Fox Zero style. That's awesome. My music.
For the
Oh,
player
look
who
at all
wants
those.
it all,
Calamari
My
Incantation,
Music lets you
yes.
select
Inker
specific
Sync,
tracks
Bum Rush
for each
Flush,
stage.
Splatak.
And this feature
Show
is
us more
making a
Splatoon
return.
music. Show us more. Keep going down. Keep going down.
Until now, each stage had its own set of music tracks. But this time, the tracks are organized by series instead. For example, as long as you're playing on a stage based on the Legend of Zelda series, you can pick any of the tracks included from that series. Now for the total number of music tracks from stages.
Stop
This
doing
is
this.
also ultimate.
Stop doing it. No, this is gonna be more than 1,000. No. Oh my god.
Oh wow, more than 800 tracks. And if we count other types of music,
Smash
like
Wii
menus
has
and
like
fanfare,
480.
then there's actually about 900 compositions. If you played them all in a row, without looping or stopping, there's
would
more
die.
than 28 hours worth of music.
Oh my goodness.
These game franchises are a big part of video game history, and the result is a massive library of memorable
That's
music.
awesome.
All of this packed into one game. This
Oh, I
in
love
itself
that
is
stage.
extraordinary.
That was so nostalgic.
Of course, there's a sound test menu as well. For your browsing pleasure, we've sorted all of the tracks by game series.
That's so cool.
It's like having an album for each series. If a track has no corresponding fighter or stage, or if it's
Where's
from one title
Pikmin?
rather than a series, it can be found in the other section.
If they put Pikmin in the other section, I'm gonna scream.
You can create your own playlists too. Sort them in any order you
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
anytime, as much as you want.
Friday feeling. Oh, they're gonna announce the sleep mode feature that the 3DS had, where you can listen to your music while having the Switch off.
In handheld mode, you can play music while the screen is turned
That's
off.
what I thought.
It's kinda like using your Nintendo Switch as
That
a music
feature
player.
actually came in handy for me because my phone broke.
A huge
and I
variety
didn't
of
have
music
music to
has been
listen to.
collected for the game, and you can
So
sample some of these
I
tracks
used
on
my
the official
3DS to
website.
listen to Smash Bros. Music until I got.
We're planning to
a
add
new phone.
selections basically every week,
So it was cool.
so please stay tuned.
So that feature wasn't useless for me. Rules.
Some of you may have experienced the game already, but I'd still like to show you some things about the multiplayer battle rules.
Okay. Are we just gonna talk about multiplayer? Like, there's more
Now
to
the
this game
first
than
thing
just
you will select
multiplayer,
is the
right?
rules.
Like,
if
I'm
you create your own
I'm not
rule
gonna lie,
set,
the things
you
we've
can
seen so
immediately
far are
begin
really
playing with
cool,
those
but
rules
Sakura,
at any time.
I need a little more than just what we've seen already.
In addition to time battle and stock battle, stamina battle is now treated as one of the standard Smash modes.
Cool.
There's a different feeling of intensity in these battles.
I've always liked stamina battle. It's kind of fun. I like how they actually die this time.
This time, stage selection comes before fighter selection. This way, you can pick a fighter based on
Okay,
how
now.
well suited they are for the stage. Or let the
Oh,
last
that
battle's
one stage
loser
from
pick the next
Brawl!
stage to even
That was
the
really
odds.
cool was there. I don't remember what it's called, but it's there.
In sudden death, you not only start with 300% damage, but the camera will steadily zoom in. This creates a nice sense of urgency.
A nice sense of tension. Final smash meter.
Chargeable final smashes are now a selectable option.
Oh, that's cool.
During a match, your final
really
smash
like
meter
that.
will fill, and then, once it's maxed out, you can use a weaker final smash.
The weaker final smash. I'm very
When you
okay
apply
with
this
that.
option to a match, things can get really flashy. If you're up for a party, please try it out.
I would. Love
By
to.
the way, no two final smashes will happen simultaneously. We've added in Squad Strike. It's a 5-on-5 or 3-on-3 elimination style battle to decide the winner. Each
5-on-5.
player will use 5 consecutive fighters in one battle, but it might be fun for multiple players to take turns as well. We're also including tourney mode.
Whoa. Mario
Choose the
was
number of
pissed.
players and CPU participants, and the game will automatically structure a tournament bracket. Up to 32 players can join the tournament, so it's great for parties too.
Smashdown.
We're adding a special Smash mode called Smashdown. After a battle in this mode, the previously selected fighters will no longer be available to use in the next battle.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So each player must
I like
select
how
a
many different modes
fighter.
they're adding to multiplayer.
It definitely
Hands.
pays off to be
Wanna
skilled
see some
with
single
multiple
player,
fighters.
please?
You could also strategically pick a fighter your opponent is good with before they can.
Training
The
mode
new
is,
training mode will feature an exclusive stage. We've displayed a grid so it's easy to measure distance and more. You can also display launch distance.
Oh wow, that's advanced.
The red line predicts your trajectory at 0% damage, and the blue line is for 100% damage. The fighter's weight is factored in at the moment of impact.
Okay,
The single-player mode, in which players battle against a series of fighters, will return in the form of Classic mode. Each fighter has a set series of stages and opponents they will face. Now, let me introduce you to some new items, Pokemon, and assist trophies.
When he started talking about Classic mode and said now, I was like, what does that mean? No, not the banana. Oh. Banana gun? Cool. And then you can trip on it. Killing edge. Oh, is that from something? Or is that an original item? Wow, that's a little something. Cool. Reverse the opponent's control. Oh, that's not fun. Cool. New Pokemon. Let's see what we've got. Alolan Executor. Oh, does he like block off an entire part of the stage? Yeah, he does. That's actually really fun. Abra, okay. That little punk. Solgaleo, cool. Oh, ouch. Lunala, awesome. Show us more than you say. Mimikyu, cool. Oh. Oh, they just killed him. Oh, jeez. Vulpix and Alolan Vulpix. I'm assuming Alolan Vulpix is an Echo Fighter of Vulpix. Yeah. Oh, Marshadow. Oh, wow. Ditto. Oh! The Melee! The one that never got introduced! That's cool!
Back to base.
Oh. I thought Echo Fighter? Zero, cool. Oh, that's awesome. Knuckles. Isle Delfino has different textures. That's awfully curious. Crystal from Star Fox. Cool. Claptrap. Captain. Oh my goodness. He's just gonna run people out. Oh no, he just takes them away. Jeff Kawasaki. Ah, cool. Cool. That's from Metal Gear, right? Oh, Nikki? Shovel Knight! But he's not a character. The moon? That's terrifying. I'm a little saddened by Shovel Knight being an assist trophy. I mean, at least he's an assist trophy and not nothing. Oh, Ashley's deconfirmed.
And another powerful one has just arrived.
This is a new stage. What are we looking at? This is something big. Monster Hunter! Monster Hunter!
From the Monster Hunter series, Rathalos swoops in.
Oh, Blake is gonna love
He appears
this.
as a boss.
I have a friend Blake who loves Monster Hunter.
But he can also show up as an assist trophy.
Was that also a Monster Hunter stage?
Actually, he's the first character to appear as both.
That's pretty cool. Before we go, please.
Before we go, I'd like us to take a quick look at the main menu.
Is that it? I'm assuming he's just gonna look at how much better it looks. What are you doing there, mister?
As you can see, there's a mysterious
What's that
mode
green?
here, but we can't talk about that just yet.
I'm gonna scream.
Also, there's a dashboard on the right side of the screen. This can be accessed at any time by pressing the ZR
They
button.
aren't gonna talk about single player
Options and
today.
control descriptions are listed here as
That's
well.
okay. They're gonna talk about it at some point.
That's all for today's announcement. The entire development team is putting all of their energy into finishing the game, so please be patient until launch day. Thank you so much
Did
for
you
watching.
see that? King K. Rool. King K. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They're not doing it, are they? Oh my goodness. King K. Rool. But something else. That felt weird. King K. Rool. Oh my goodness. 5 characters. 5 characters. King K. Rool. How could they do that? They put 5 characters in the... It's King K. Rool. That's cool. And then King K. Rool's actually gonna come and beat up King DDD. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome! They put him in! Okay, this was a good direct. There were surprises. Sure, we didn't hear anything about single player aside from classic mode, but these are all really cool. Oh, that's his final smash. That's from Donkey Kong 64. And this remix is awesome. Oh, this is so cool. Something's happening. Oh, they're gonna keep filling this in. Oh my goodness. It's so cool. Oh, they're gonna like show us the other spots. Are they? Or... I'm looking for like open spots now. Yeah, pretty much. That is pretty much me. Okay, that was pretty good. How long was that? Jeez, that was long. Wow. I don't care about Game Explain. What did I just watch? I watched a Nintendo Direct, so go to Nintendo, right? Right? What am I... Do they have the stuff here? Guess you can go back and watch it here, because it's on YouTube. Right?
Both Battlefield and Omega
How long
Symphony
was
of
that?
the Night. Like other assist trophies, he's susceptible to attack and KO as well.
So, like, if you go to, like, 27 to... however long that was. I don't know. It was pretty long, though.
Create your own rules.
I bet going back and watching this, you could find a lot that they didn't, like, officially talk
For
about.
a change of pace and don't want to be...
Oh, jeez. That was awesome.
Please take a look. in history, and the result is
Okay, wait, I want to see that music list again.
now the first.
Because they said it was
album for
series
each
by
series.
series, but I didn't see Pikmin. And that's all I care about.
If a track
Is there a flower? Where's the... Oh, no, the flower's there. Okay, we're good. Never mind. I don't know why I didn't see Pikmin the first time. Why are there 2 Mario ones? Is Mario so big they need 2?
has no corresponding fight.
This kind of seems to confirm one thing. And that is, I don't think we're getting any more third-party characters. Because to me, this menu looks pretty finalized. And those are all the third-party emblems there at the bottom. And we just got Castlevania, so that was added. So I don't think we're getting any more third parties, and I'm kind of okay with that. But wow, we got a lot of characters. 5 characters.
Title or stage, or if it's from one title rather than a series,
That was
it can be found in
awesome.
the basically every week. These battles
That was just awesome.
up to 32.
I don't know what else to say. That was just so cool. I'm loving the Star Fox stage. And we're getting 103 stages. Like, that's awesome. It's cool that we got Shovel Knight to some degree. I guess. I mean, it's cool that we got him in here in some capacity.
All of them can be considered special guests, and another powerful one has just arrived.
Is this a Monster Hunter stage? Wait.
From the Monster Hunter series, Rathalos swoops in.
This is a really wide
He
open
appears as a
area
boss.
with nothing in it.
But he can also show up as an assist trophy.
They say he appears
Actually,
as a boss,
he's the first character to
but
appear as both.
what in? Right? Because that doesn't look like a stage. And maybe it is, but like... I've never seen a Smash Bros. Stage where it's literally just flat. This seems like an arena.
From the Monster
And so
Hunter
to me,
series,
it's like, in what
Rathalos
case
swoops in.
would you be in an arena fighting this creature? Like, to me, this implies a story mode, or something a little more structured with bosses.
He appears
Because this looks really destructive. Like, if this happens every time you play the stage, that's kind of ridiculous.
as a boss.
And, like, nothing about that really distinctly says Monster Hunter stage to me, aside from the fact that there's a Rathalos. So it really could be anything.
But he can also show up as an assist trophy. Actually, he's the first.
Okay, let's see the menu again. I want to see the menu. The menu is really nice.
As you can see,
I like the menu. They've got the online vault, games and more. Really like to know what that green one is, but there must be a reason why they're hiding it.
there's a mysterious mode here, but we can't talk about that just yet. Also, there's a dashboard on the right side of the
I
screen.
don't like how he does that.
This can be accessed at any time by pressing the ZR button. Options and control descriptions are listed here as well.
That was a good
That's all
direct.
for today's announcement. The entire development team is putting all of their energy
I like
into
how
finishing the
there
game,
was that
so
one
please be
footstep there
patient
and
until
the
launch day.
screen shake.
Thank
and
you
then I
so
was
much
like,
for watching.
Immediately, I was like, "That's K. Rool." It's the only other big character that they haven't announced yet. See, that's the thing that confuses me. What they showed right there. I need to... I want to watch that. Just that part again. I don't know what's going on there, but something big is going on. And I want to know what it is. I feel like this is a teaser too. Right? Because it feels so out of place. and you get this really cool art of all of these individual scenarios, all in the same art style, different things in the worlds. See, and it's weird, because it's Breath of the Wild Link defending Link's Awakening Zelda from Ocarina of Time Ganon, or Ganondorf. So it's like, this is implying that this art isn't just like, oh, we made fun Smash Bros. Versions of the art in the games. Like, this is a thing in the game, whatever this is teasing. At least to me, that's what it implies. Get Kirby and Meta Knight. I'd like that. Fox, Wolf, and Falco. We have Samus and Ridley. Something is happening. Something is happening. What? Oh, what is that teasing? What is that teasing? What's on the TV? Anything on the TV? I don't think so. It's funny because they use the same sound effect that they use when they reveal the Smash logo with the Inklings. Okay, so like, something about the Smash Ultimate trailers just feels so much more cinematic than the Wii U ones. Like, they seem like they're telling more of a story. They seem like they're telling more of a story. So I hope they are telling a story in this one. This is an awesome trailer. 5 characters. Oh. Wait, I want to see. Hopefully they haven't updated the website yet. But did the art always look like that? Because it kind of looks like they moved characters over to put these in. Maybe I'm making that up, but I want to check. Because if that is the case, then there's no way of telling where else they're going to fit in characters. Yeah, they did move them, because look, like, Lucina is a lot closer to, like, Ryu and Young Link there. Okay, so they kind of moved things around a little bit. Well, that's very clear. And you can tell that they still haven't updated the website post-Direct, because everything here is still like, watch the Direct at 7. And like the art isn't updated. But like that's good. That's what I wanted, because I wanted to see what it looked like before. And where did they fit in Belmont? Yeah, but wait, now this version of the art's completely different than what they're showing on the website though. I'm gonna have to hold on. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Art Images. Where's the long one? Where's all of them? Excuse my cough. Do they not have it? There's like the long version of like this, you know? That has like all of them. You would think that they'd have it somewhere, right? Anywhere here? That's not everyone. I don't care. I'm not gonna. Oh, that's interesting. So they did this before. That's actually really... Okay. So they do this. Every time they announce new characters, they're going to add on to that art, which is cool. And then they move it around a little bit. So that was during the Direct. That's after the Direct. So... And, like, they did that again, as they show here. They add Chrom on the end. That also means that Robin must have a different Final Smash now. Or that maybe just Chrom doesn't help them. Maybe it's the same Final Smash, but just Chrom isn't there. Dark Samus looks super cool. I feel... I don't know. Might be premature to say, but I feel like they could fit somebody in between all of that. Right? Like, it seems like there's, like, they could put a character right under Dark Samus, above Marth and Ness. But, like, honestly, there's nothing to go off. They very well couldn't, also. Having King K. Rool there is also pretty cool. They could definitely put a character over King K. Rool as well, because he's just so big. Sorry for coughing. Yeah, now it's like a game of, like, look where they could put more characters, right? Wow. There's so many characters in this game. Wait, where's the villager? Huh. Ugh. Because I know there's all sorts of speculation about Isabelle being like an echo for her. Or for him. Well, I guess it could be her with the alternate skins. Yeah, like when I look at this entire picture, really the only place that stands out to me as looking a little incomplete is the spot under Dark Samus. And like I know that really is no solid ground to go off of, but it could mean something. That Direct was awesome.
As you can see, there's a mysterious mode here, but we can't talk about that just yet. Also, there's a dashboard on the right side of the screen. This can be accessed at any time.
I hate how Sakurai teases things. So I thought this was going to be the Direct where we got like the big, here's story mode and all the other stuff, but it seems like this Direct was literally the we're going to talk about everything except for story mode thing. Or at least that's what I still want to believe it is. And if it's not, then the teasing that they're putting into it at this point is almost cruel. Because, okay, it's like, I don't know what other mode that they'd have to be so secretive about to put on the main menu and have censored other than a story
Actually,
mode.
he's the first
Like, if it's something like Smash 2 or Smash 1, boy, am I going to be disappointed. Because you could very easily
Before
put something
we go,
like Smash
I'd
Run
like us
like
to take a
another
quick
menu
look at
somewhere.
the main menu.
This menu looks sleek. And you've got your games and more. I'm assuming that's where you're going to find a lot more of your single player modes, like classic. I bet there's even stuff we don't know about yet, something like Master Orders or Crazy Orders returning. If we do see a return of something like Smash Run, I bet that's where we would see that mode. And then I think whatever that is please be story mode. I'm like, I know they're like elusive and they're like, don't look at it. Like, I know, like, as they keep saying, there's nothing to go off of really. But I'm like, I'm trying to think of what they're censoring, you know? I don't know. I don't know what that would look like. I don't know what the symbol is, even. Like, it's so obscured, you can't really tell. But I think it's clear we're going to get one more direct this year, and in that direct, they're going to reveal the rest of the characters for the game and the story mode. And the Tron pictures. That might be cool if it's structured like a story mode. That would be kind of fun. I don't know, and like the other thing with that is that yeah, like all of these pictures are depicting them going up against their rivals. So like maybe it does have something to do with that. This is like Kirby against Meta Knight, and then Fox and Falco against Wolf, and then you had Mario against what's his name, Bowser, and you got Link against Ganondorf, and so like it's clear this might be hyping something up. I don't know. They updated the website yet? Oh yeah, they have. Okay. Did they put the characters on the banner yet? Because that doesn't look any different at all. So they kind of updated the website. Or maybe they're in different spots. I'm literally gonna sit here and wait and see if the characters are on here yet.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Okay. I just woke up.
Oh,
and
good morning.
I saw a couple things.
You saw a couple
And
things.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What are the 5 characters that just got added?
Okay. I don't actually know, so let me check here. I'm on the website, so I can check. I'm scrolling down. Okay. So we got 2 brand new characters and 3 Echo Fighters. We got Simon Belmont, who has an Echo Fighter, who is Richter Belmont. And then we got, sorry, I'm trying to look through here to find him. Chrom, as an Echo Fighter of, I'm assuming Marth, who already has an Echo Fighter, who is Lucina, so that's kind of interesting. And then we got Dark Samus, as an Echo Fighter of Samus. And then the last new character we got was King K. Rool from Donkey Kong 64. And then, like, you just woke up, so I'm assuming you didn't really hear anything?
I watched snippets of the stream. So I saw Monster Hunter.
Okay.
I saw Shovel. I saw... that was pretty much it. I saw Knuckles, but I'm assuming he's an assist trophy as well.
Yeah, he is an assist trophy. But I still find it interesting that they haven't shown, like, Shadow. I don't know, because, like, there was the Shadow assist trophy in Smash Wii U, and they're specifically seeming to not show it, and it's like Shadow would be the closest looking Sonic character that could fit as an Echo Fighter for Sonic, so I have a feeling that's gonna happen. I don't know, why did Simon Belmont get an Echo Fighter?
Dude, I don't fucking know.
I just, it's so, I don't know, like, it might be insulting to Castlevania fans, but I'm like, that's dumb in my opinion. I don't feel like there's enough people who care about I mean, like, I'm not trying to undermine the franchise's popularity, but I'm like, is it really popular enough to warrant 2 characters compared to the other franchises that are in this game?
I would have... I feel like Dracula would have been a more well received.
Like, if they were to put in a second character, like, I don't know.
I don't know, it's fine with me. I don't really mind.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
I'm kind of disappointed that Shovel Knight's not an actual character, though.
Yeah, me too.
I was expecting. Oh well.
I'm glad he's at least in there in some capacity, instead of just not being in there at all, though. Like, I like that they're recognizing the fact that he exists.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm gonna like go back and watch the trailers and stuff. But like I don't want to like confirm anything for myself, but I'm getting story mode vibes from all the stuff they're showing, and it's irritating me, and I don't know if there is.
What else would that like new stage be with the boss, right?
Yeah, because it doesn't look like a stage. It's just a flat area. And like Megan is watching, and she's in the chat, and she's like, "What if it's a mode where you specifically fight bosses?" And like, because like in the art that they showed before the K. Rool trailer, they showed like all the characters fighting their respective like rivals, and I'm like, yeah, sure, but like the only problem with that for me is like there's no rival against the Rathalos, so it would have to be like kind of a standout, you know, or like maybe it's a special thing. I don't know. I still feel like if they're gonna go through the trouble of putting in like a boss fight mode, might as well string it together with a story. I don't know. I still feel like it must be a story if they're keeping it that hidden, you know? It would be so cool if, like, in the next Direct, they're like, it's time that we reveal a new mode for Smash Ultimate, and it's, like, the board game from Smash Wii U that nobody played, and then they're like, that's all, and then they're like, just kidding. Here's... I could see Sakurai doing that because he's cheeky, and I hate him, but I also love him. Oh... I was not expecting 5 characters, though, so I'm okay with that. King K. Rool looks amazing.
Okay, why do we have another Fire Emblem Echo Fighter? And I just don't understand.
Honestly, I'm like, why do we have another Fire Emblem character? There are so many Fire Emblem characters in this game. It's ridiculous. Here, let's count them. Let's have fun. And I'm surprised that they made Chrom an Echo Fighter of Marth instead of like, I mean, like, even though he is like more similar to Marth, I'm like, there's already Lucina, and I'm like, what makes him so different from like Lucina? Like, I feel like he's literally just gonna be the same character again. Like, it seems like we're gonna have like 3 versions of the same character, and I'm like, there must be something that makes them different. So, how many Fire Emblem characters are there? This is the counting game. Let's find out. Marth, Lucina, Chrom,
Corrin,
Ike,
Roy,
Corrin, Roy, Robin. I actually wasn't counting when I did that, though. I'm so tired, I swear. Let's try this again. So we have Marth, Lucina, Chrom, Ike, Roy, Robin, and Corrin. There are 7 Fire Emblem characters in this game, and for some reason that sickens me. I know that like Fire Emblem's popular and all, but I'm like, jeez. Like, how many Mario characters are in this game? Mario. I'm gonna count everything with a mushroom as a Mario character. So Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Bowser, Dr. Mario.
Bowser Jr.
Yeah,
Mario.
Rosalina and Luma. And I think the only other one they count as a Mario character is Bowser Jr. Yeah. So
Mario.
they have 8. Right? Did I get Bowser on there? Where's Bowser?
You got Bowser.
Okay, then yeah. So the Mario series has 8 characters by their counting system. So Fire Emblem has 1 less than Nintendo's most popular franchise. But I mean, like, technically you could be like, well, technically Donkey Kong and Yoshi and like Wario are also Mario characters. So like, yeah, they do still have the most representation. I don't know. I honestly don't know who else they could announce at this point.
Me.
You?
And Smash.
They're gonna put you in?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know that. That's crazy. I'm also interested because it says there are 67 characters, but then you have to factor in Echo Fighters. So we have Richter, Dark Samus, Lucina, and Chrom, and Dark Pit. Are those the only 5 Echoes that we have?
Crumb.
Yeah. Crumb. So 5 in addition to 67 is 68, 69, 70, 71. There are 72 characters in this game right now. I think they're gonna go for like 76 or something. I honestly don't know how many characters are gonna be in this game. Wait, do they have a little trailer for King K. Rool? Oh yeah, they do. I'm gonna watch it. I want to see what it can do. Oh no, go back! I don't want to watch the Ridley one. No, I'm just wanting to mute the sound. I don't want to listen to the... There we go. So what can King K. Rool do? It's a taunt. So he has the gun. Ooh! That's his up B. That's his side B? That's his final smash. I'm assuming the gun then is maybe his charge, like just standard special. That was the most surprising announcement to me. They're definitely doing ballot characters. Like, I can tell that they like took the ballot and they were like, okay, let's just make the next Smash Bros. Game with this. Because like King K. Rool was definitely one of the most popular picks in the ballot by far. Like that was just a well-known fact. And like I know Simon Belmont was pretty high in there too. So that's why he's here. Don't understand why Richter's here though, but okay, that works. Wow, Konami has 3 Smash characters in here. They have Simon, Richter, and Snake. That's something. Then Capcom has Mega Man and Ryu. See, and that's what makes me think, like, okay, if Capcom and Konami can have more than 2 third-party characters in here, like, there's no reason why we can't have Shadow. I actually do hope that they put Shadow in here. The only problem I have with that, though, is that, like, Shadow, he's different enough from Sonic to be, like, his own thing. But that's only if you're like, considering, like, Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic 06. If you're thinking, like, of Sonic Adventure 2, they literally made Shadow to be, like, Sonic's copy, but better. And so, like, they could technically just be like, oh, he has the same moves like he did in Sonic Adventure 2, where he didn't have a gun, you know? Like, because it would still kind of make sense in that aspect. I still think we're going to get Shadow as an Echo. Like, that just makes sense to me at this point. I don't get why people are saying Isabelle is an Echo for Villager, though. I don't. I'm just not feeling it. But maybe. Like, we could get Shadow, Isabelle, and then, like, another new character or something. Oh. What if they put Shadow and Knuckles and Tails, says Megan. That would, I'd rather die. I would rather die. Megan says, frickin' Blaze the Cat.
Oh my god.
You want Blaze the Cat in Smash Bros? That would be such a weird niche character to put in.
Yeah.
Why is Luigi trending? Is it because they killed him? Don't let the announcement of King K. Rool distract you from the fact that Luigi is dead. Yeah, I pointed out another thing when watching that. I was like, they've become a lot less afraid of just straight up killing characters in these like trailers. Because in the last one, Ridley killed 2 people. And then they killed Luigi. Like, they're just killing everyone. Also, DDD died too. I didn't even think about that. They're all dead. Oh my goodness. Somebody got like a screen grab of like DDD's face.
Yeah.
When he got hit by King K. Rool, and it's
the face.
It's
yeah.
just beautiful.
Okay.
Just looking at Twitter at this point. Okay, I am going... Why is Nintendo's theme for Smash Bros. Ultimate killing their main characters? It's a good question. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now, so thanks people who watched. I hope y'all enjoyed. I enjoyed the direct. That was a good one. That was a good follow-up to what we got. It's kind of... I think it's kind of funny that we got more in this direct than we did at E3. I feel like that just says a lot. But, yeah, it was good. Alright, bye-bye. Have a good day. Bye.